Hey everybody, welcome into Trailblaze Sports, where quantitative analysis meets contrarian algorithms. All right, guys. It's a beautiful day out here in the Northwest. It was cloudy to start out with, but the sun's coming out. Regardless, it's still a perfect day to make some money. So let's make some money. All right. Well, hopefully you guys all profited last night. It was a rainy, wet Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. There was even lightning in the game that delayed it for a little bit if you guys were watching it. But you know what? We still persevered, and with the 4th and 1 yard, basically from the goal line at the end of the game, we stuffed them. Yep, Hargraves stuffed Christian McCaffrey, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the game. So we profited at the price of plus 249. And honestly, guys, that was even an adjusted line. You could have adjusted that as well and got like plus 330. There was still enough room because it was only Buccaneers minus 3.5 on an adjusted line. So I'm just letting you guys know, look, adjusted lines are there as well for those of you who are afraid to play that for the value. All right, so let's go ahead and break down the game today. I got one game, guys. I'm going to college football. Yeah, college football tonight. The game is at it's looking like 6:20 p.m. Pacific, my time. So we have the number 20 Washington State Cougars traveling down to Houston to play the Houston Cougars. If you guys remember, I was backing Houston in the game against Oklahoma, which we didn't get, but still had tremendous value. And Washington State's a good team. Look, they're ranked, so obviously they're good. They have the air raid offense up there. They like to sling it around, kind of like Oklahoma does. And Houston, they have a really good quarterback. Like I said, Derek King, I still believe in him. He's good, and they have a really good running game. In fact, it's ranked 26th nationally. Houston's last couple games, against like FCS opponents. They destroyed New Mexico State like 58-7. Then they played Northern Colorado and obliterated them 59-17. So, everybody sees those numbers and they're like, wow, this is just super high-powered offense, which they are, but, every team has a weakness. In fact, they're not very good rushing the ball. Against the run, their defense. The Washington State, they gave up like 200 yards rushing to that last FCS opponent, Northern Colorado. So I look at that as like a big glaring weakness. If you want to go ahead on over to Houston side, their last two games they played. Of course, they played Oklahoma that first game. Actually, yeah. And then they played Prairie View. That was their last game. And they won that 37-17, but they lost to Oklahoma 49-31, still putting up 31 points on a number 4 team in the nation. Look, I believe in Houston in this game. This game is down there in Houston, Energy Stadium, so it's Friday night lights, underneath the lights. Like it's a big emotional game, and they didn't get the last team they tried, and they really need to get a win against a ranked opponent, a Power 5 school, whatever, in front of the nation if they're going to want to try to get into playoffs, so this is their opportunity. They missed on their last one, but look for them to go ahead and get them on this one. I look for their offense to actually come out. Like, I've been like hyping their offense. Like, look, they have a really good offense, and they really haven't quite shown that yet. So I'm looking for them to actually get off on offense. And the fact that they can control the ground game with a really good rushing attack, that can keep the air raid offense off the field. They have the tangibles to do it. I know they don't have a good defense. You're right. And Washington State doesn't really have a good defense either. In fact, the total on this game is 73.5. So, the house is already telling you, look, there's going to be offense in this game. They expect it. So, knowing that our team could theoretically have a really good offensive game, that could include a ground game, and in my eyes, that includes a win in front of the, you know, the home crowd. I wouldn't be surprised if they stormed the field. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and advise taking Houston to win the game. Yes, at a price right now of plus 278. Look for a shocker. Well, to everybody else. All right, guys, look. On Trail for Trailblaze Sports. You already know. Please like, subscribe, share. I know you guys keep trying to add me on my regular page, but you know what? I have a Trailblaze Sports face group page. Add in there, guys. Like, I don't know you. You would feel the same way. Let's just start there. All right. If you guys want any more of my plays, or you want to see, you know, my pricing structure or anything else I got going on, website trailblazesports.com. Go ahead and check that out. You know, for those of you inside of America, you guys have a wonderful afternoon. You know, for those of you outside of America, you guys have a great evening. And you know, tomorrow is Saturday, and so there's a huge slate of games. So I'm gonna try to get my video out. It might be earlier than normal. It might be the same time, and I just, you know, skip the East Coast morning games and just kind of go with, you know, the games down south and out here on the West Coast. We'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. You know, be safe, and I'll see you guys all back here tomorrow. All right, then.